Hey y'all, I'm Alex with Soilmates of Georgia, and today I'm down at the farm, and I spent the afternoon on the tractor here and was working the bush hog pretty hard, trying to get rid of, we have a whole bunch of broomsedge, or some people call it broomsage. It looks like, if you don't know what it is, it looks kind of like wheat, but it's not. It's not good for the cows. It's just not not full of nutrients. We'll go with that. Too tired and too cold now to to get my brain and my mouth working together. But I'm trying to get rid of the broomsage, and the only way to really do it is to have a better pasture. Man, my mouth really is messed up. And so we limed the back pasture, I'd say 2 years ago, year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. And that helped some, and we planted some grass up there last year. Not sure how much worked on that grass, and some peas. I don't think any of the peas came up, but now it takes a few years. Even if you're doing all this right, it takes a few years to get an improvement. So now, I mowed it. My idea is, and I'm a little late on it, is if I mow it, that at least keeps some of the seeds from resprouting. Next year, maybe I'll try to get to it in December. That'd be better. But I'll show you some footage. I took some drone footage this morning before I started, just showing you kind of what all the area was that was covered. I was on the tractor about 3.5 hours maybe. And I think I probably have 2 hours to go to finish, which I'm running out of daylight now, so I'm stopping. I'm worn out. I need to get back to Atlanta anyway. For now, I've gotten some work done. I need to come back and finish it. But getting rid of this broomsedge is some people call it a poverty grass. It's just grows on poor lands, basically. And the pasture we have back there is on the other side of the creek. We can't get big trucks back there for fertilizing. Our no-till drill is too big to go across our bridge to get back there. So it doesn't get some of the attention that some of the pastures on up here get. And back here and further over is where my cousin has been rolling out the hay. And I think that's going to be really good this year. So he's done it last winter and this winter. And I could see it. I just came back up through that area after I was mowing, and it's got a tremendous amount of leftover, I'd say residual hay. So that's all going to be carbon going back in the ground, more nutrients, more fertilizer going back in. So all that's going to be good. We just can't get to the other side of the creek very easily to do the same. So we're going to try to do it a little bit at a time. It's going to take some more mowing. And this pasture I mowed is where last year and the year before, I guess both years, I had videos of us trying to get rid of the thistle, the really tall stuff. It has a pretty flower on it, but it's just nasty. So a lot of what I was mowing was the broomsedge, but there's also a bunch of other stuff. I mean, there's always briars coming up, the multifloral rose. I just call them briars. Usually that's what I've always called them, briars, but that's, I guess, specifically what they are. Got a lot of those. The broomsedge just stands out, and the more it's just sitting there and tall, then it's blocking the sunlight for the good grasses that we want. So I need to be able to mow it like I did today, clear it out before the spring comes around. And we're in early February right now, so I don't think it'll pop back up before the spring grasses come up, and I'll be able to finish mowing before then too. But the other thing we had was these little trees that were starting to come up. Just seeds been dropping from the pine trees and the cedar trees around here. I can just see the little evergreen annoyances popping up out in the middle of the pasture. So I was able to mow some of those down before they get too big. And the ones on the side are hard to get to if they're near the edge of the pasture, but I do the best I can. And then anything in the middle is pretty easy as long as you get it before it gets too tall. And everything today was no bigger than an inch. Pretty much all of it was under a 1/4 inch diameter and or a 1/2 inch diameter. That bush hog has no trouble on something like that. You can barely even hear it hit it before it goes on. It already looks a lot better I stopped a few times and just got some shots of kind of where my progress was, show what it looked like before and after. I did not get back down there with the drone after I finished mowing because I need to get back, and my dad was up at the house. I had to help him. Today was kind of a mixture of normal farm stuff for us. So I get down here and neither of the trucks would start, so I had to help my dad take them up to a repair shop not too far away, and then try to get the tractor going. It wouldn't start. I was able to jump it off pretty easily. It was too cold this morning for it to start with the battery, and it takes just a few seconds to jump it off. Got it started, and then noticed that the one of the rear tires, the big tires, was somewhat flat, so had to inflate that before I even got my work started. So when I got down here about 10:30, I didn't actually get on the tractor mowing until at least 12:30. I think it was 12:45 before I rolled out. But that's how it is. There's always something that's a distraction, keeps you going in a different direction you want to go. Still fun. I finished mowing as much as I could today, and I'm back up at the house. I already have the tractor back in place, and now the cows, they hear the noise. They come up and check on me, see if I'm going to give them anything. But I have more to do, and which is always the deal down here, any farm, I guess. It's nonstop work. So since I'm not on site on a daily basis, I do what I can when I can and hope for the best in between. So thanks for watching, y'all. Appreciate it. Bye.